Today I have a device fully designed for capturing those perfect moments. It's not a camera, but welcome back to my channel. So today I have with me this V20 from the house of Vivo. So basically this is somewhat like the V19 which was launched in April of 2020, but it has been tuned with some specs making it stand out in 2020. So if you haven't watched my V19 video which I had uploaded I guess 2 weeks back, so you can just check it out here. So without wasting much time, let's get started. So this is the Vivo V20. So this is the 6.4 inch AMOLED display with a resolution of 1080 x 2400, and it has also got these narrow bezels that gives you actually more screen real estate. Now, as I said earlier that this phone stands out in 2020 with regards to the camera, and this camera is actually a game changer. So this has got a 44 megapixel selfie camera which pretty much does its job with regards to the price point that it has to offer. Also it comes with auto eye focus, which is rarely seen in the mobile front camera. And yeah, it doesn't leave your eye focus. So many cameras actually tend to leave the eye focus whenever you are moving the subject, but this one actually does the job. Also the image quality is actually up to the mark. So this has been clicked with this 44 megapixel selfie camera in a portrait mode. So if I am zooming the image, so here you can see this is blown out. See, even this one here, it's actually blown out. So maybe they can fix it up in the firmware update, or if anything they have to offer. The highlights are good, the shadow composition is good, but again the portrait mode, that the software that is applying, so it has blown the image in some places. So yeah, not really good, but not that bad because almost we can do it in post processing. Yeah, so in this mode you can actually see the image is quite sharp and it's giving me all those facial details. So this one's pretty nice. So the normal photo mode is really good, but if you are checking the portrait mode, it's not that great. Also there is this soft light for capturing images at night. So basically the camera uses multiple exposures and also noise cancellation algorithm to give you that facial details while you capture any image. So this one's actually good in terms of clicking a normal photo, but when it comes to portrait mode it's not that great because it's actually blowing out the images in some places. Now the front camera also supports 4K video recording. I am not sure whether this is upscaled, but let's try it out. So this is a sample video from the front camera of this phone, which is a 44 megapixel camera, and it's doing its job. It's good actually. Now they say that this is a 4K video, so I'll just need to check the specs. But yeah, it is looking actually like 4K because of the quality it's offering. Like if you can see here, like it's giving you all the highlights really well, and also the eye tracking is continuously on. And this one's the video from the rear camera. So the video quality on the rear is pretty good, but I would still prefer the front camera, that is a 44 megapixel, because the video quality on that is phenomenal. So here on the right you get a power button and a volume control. On the left is the SIM card tray, and on the bottom here is a 3.5mm headphone jack and a Type-C port, USB Type-C port. Well, that's again something that will be appreciated by the people who still prefer to use wired headphones. Like in 2020 it actually feels old school to have a 3.5mm jack on your phone, but if you ask me I would rather prefer wired headphones because of the audio quality. But obviously it has its own pros, like it offers a decent amount of electrical noise insulation. So that's a plus point of having a 3.5mm jack, but obviously it's an individual choice at the end of the day. You also get a USB Type-C connector here with a 33W flash charge that charges a fully drained battery to 65% in 30 minutes. So this device is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 720G processor with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. However, you don't get any option to select the RAM because it's available only in 8GB variant. But I guess 8GB of RAM is quite sufficient because this phone also has got a multi-turbo function. So it's like getting 1GB of extra RAM whenever you're using that function, especially while gaming. So technically you're getting 8GB plus 1GB for the multi-turbo. Even if you get 500MB, it's still manageable because of the processor performance and speed that it gives. Like I have been using this device for 2 days now, and it's quite really doing its job in terms of performance and speed. And this phone is also powered by a 4000 mAh battery and also pre-installed with FunTouch OS that is based on the Android 11 platform. Now this device is available in 3 different colors: Midnight Jazz, Sunset Melody and Moonlight Sonata. So this one is the Sunset Melody color, and if you can see here, it just changes its color. So like you will get to see 3 different shades, like one is the orange, one is the violet, one is blue. Basically what Vivo has done is they have given it the nature's theme, like the changing colors in the nature. So this is what the color scheme is for the Vivo V20, priced at 24,990. This device is a great option for the people who love capturing images. Like it's not like the V19 which comes with the HDR10 capability, but then this one also has got a advanced processor if I am comparing this with the Vivo V19. Now here's the thing, if I am comparing this device with the Vivo V19, both of them are available at the same price tag, that is 24,990. Both of them have a 2.3 GHz octa-core processor. However, the V20's also got the Adreno 618 GPU, which on the specs is on a higher side. So actually that doesn't make a difference in real life, but yeah, on the spec sheet it's higher than the V19. Second thing is the camera. So honestly speaking, on the Vivo V19 actually we get HDR10 compatibility. However, on this device you get a 44 megapixel selfie camera with 4K video recording, and that's a major plus point in this phone, because nowadays if you see, like as when TikTok was banned, actually people shifted from TikTok to Instagram Reels. So Reels is everything about videos, like you post that 13-second 15-second video, it's all about that. And since Instagram has launched the Reels, I haven't seen many of the videos, like many of the reels coming out from different people showing their creativity. So for them, this camera actually will do its job because it's a 4K camera. Now the question becomes which phone to buy. So personally I would go for V20 because of the rare camera functionality it has to give. Also the color reproduction on this camera is quite good as compared to V19. So the choice is yours. Either you want HDR10 or a 44 megapixel selfie camera with 4K video recording. So that's all with the Vivo. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please do hit the like and the subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.